Yo guys, welcome back to another Before You Buy, this being the last one because we've caught up with all of the current DLC characters. Today, we're going to be checking out Jiren, a character I'm glad we saved for last because had I made this video before patch 3.5, I would not be recommending this character, but he's recently been buffed and he's absolutely phenomenal now. Not necessarily like the best character or anything, but he's in a really strong place, and I can confidently recommend him to you guys. So let's talk about why. Let's kind of dig in a little bit deeper, and of course, let me know what you guys think about Jiren in the comments down below. So without further ado, let's get into it. Jiren is a character that hits hard, and he's an absolute wall in Dragonball FighterZ, boasting an aggressively defensive toolkit at his disposal. This is a character whose normals are big and have lots of range. And while his heavy attack may be a really slow command grab coming in at 26 frames, you'll still find yourself catching people off guard every now and again. Jiren also doesn't have an average J2H. In the air, this move will go ahead and see to it that you plant the person back down into the ground. Now, something I gotta let you guys know, something you may not have expected out of this character is he's got one of the best 2Hs in the game. And no, I'm not talking about this 2H, the actual 2H, that side swaps and yes, has some utility. No. Instead, I'm talking about his down special. This, more times than not, is going to be your best option when you want to actually 2H somebody. And the reason for this is because it gives you a guard point, completely stops the opponent's attack right in its tracks, and allows you to go ahead and continue with yours. While it may be a little bit slower than his normal 2H, just by a couple of frames, it also has a much more generous hitbox, allowing you to snipe people that aren't necessarily right on top of you. And it's a little bit safer on block as well, not by much. While we're on the topic of what's safe on block and what's not, his special attacks, quarter circle forward, light, medium, as well as heavy, are all extremely safe on block. If your opponent blocks this, you'll always have the chance in order to go ahead and defend yourself should they choose to retaliate. And this can also be said for his quarter circle forward special. And this right here has an interesting property because it goes right through Ki Blast. While it doesn't have the most range, so you're not going to randomly throw this out, you might find that it catches you a free hit or two right through Ki Blast. And now to address the elephant in the room, this guy's got counters for days. If you want to go ahead and get aggressive with Jiren, he can go and throw out a light counter, which counters pretty much all physical attacks, including lows. He can throw out a medium counter, which counters lows specifically, and he can throw out a heavy counter, which counters everything, and is frame 1 invincible. This means if somebody's trying to hit you with a safe jump in the corner, you can easily counter with one of these, and they'll get snuffed out flat out. And as if those 3 counters weren't enough, as if they didn't cover enough scenarios, you also have Jiren's quarter circle back special. The one downside to this, of course, being the fact that you can vanish this. But on the bright side, at least you can vanish your opponent's vanish and return back to neutral. The great thing about this, though, is it does also counter assists. Whatever it is, you can snuff it out. This is why Jiren Season 3.5 is seen as an absolutely defensive wall. Also, given the fact that he can dish out tremendous amounts of damage, this makes him an extremely powerful character, and one that, once again, I can certainly recommend. He's a phenomenal DLC to pick up. This wasn't always the case, man. In the past, he was an absolute horrible DLC character, ranking amongst the lowest in tier lists. But with above average level 1s as well as level 3s, this is a DLC character you can certainly feel confident getting. But as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it, especially if you use Jiren. And also, be sure to check out my Discord. I got a link in the description down below. We got combos over there, and much more. If you enjoyed today's video, remember to hit the like button, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. We come out with daily Dragon Ball FighterZ content. As always, thank you guys for watching to the end. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have yourselves a wonderful day.